Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE 13 General Manager Mode. My name is Team Headshot, and myself and fellow WWE uploader YIELILOW, all his links and everything will be in the description. Don't worry if you want to find his channel. We have decided to do a General Manager Mode. What's going to happen is I'm going to be doing Smackdown, he's going to be doing Raw. So we went and had a draft, and we picked 25 superstars each from the Attitude Era and from the current era. So this is what's going on. This is who we've got. We'll go here, this will be easier. So this is my roster. As you can see there, I've got a pretty good mix of old and the new. I've mainly got a lot of the older guys, but I think it's a pretty good roster. I think we did pretty well, and that's just a quick look, and this is what he's got as well. So he's got a lot of the newer guys and a lot of the newer top guys and mid-card guys, but I think it's pretty even. I think we've both got a pretty good roster. I think it's going to be a really competitive little series we're going to be doing here. So we're going to be trying to do the best show possible. So we're kind of versing each other, so to say. So you could say it's a bit of a Smackdown versus Raw kind of situation. And we can offer to trade. We can offer to, you know, get each other's other guys. You know, if I want the Undertaker and he's got the Undertaker and I want the Undertaker, I can offer the Rock. And if he wants the Rock, you know, he can accept that trade, and we can trade guys over. So it's pretty similar to a Smackdown Raw event. So this is what's going to happen now. We're going to be doing a full card of Smackdown each week. This is what we got week 1. So first up, we got Mark Henry versus Hawke. We're going to go ahead and play that match. You'll see the other matches later on. Now, unfortunately, I've done a lot of feuds. I've done a lot of things, and unfortunately, none of the things that I've put in place has happened yet. So I've made tag teams, I've set rivalries, I've done feuds, I've made contenders, but none of them are really taking each other on this week. So for SmackDown this week, it's going to be a bit of a no man's land kind of a show. Who knows what's going on? I really don't know, but it should be a good show nonetheless. So make sure if you guys got any suggestions of feuds, anyone I can work with on my roster, please let me know in the comment section below. I love that. I love to know what you guys are thinking. I'll show you guys who's in contention for each title as the video goes on, so don't worry. So our first match is going to be Mark Henry versus Hawke. I'm going to make most of the matches nice and short and sweet until maybe the main event match, because I don't want these episodes to be too long and you're playing all the matches. That's a problem. But we only have the one show in the universe mode each, so he's doing one show of Raw, I'm doing one show of Smackdown. So not all of our superstars are going to be featured. Unfortunately, most of my big main event guys, like Stone Cold, Bret Hart, they're not featured on my Smackdown this week. So that's always sucks. But who knows? They could be on next week. Who knows? But a lot of my big guys, my big signings, so to say, aren't featured this week. But I've set feuds. I've set things going on. I think, you know, we got lots of guys trying to chase the Rock's World Heavyweight Championship. So the World Heavyweight Championship, that is my main title. It's the current World Heavyweight Championship, by the way, and the Rock has that title. My minor championship is the Hardcore Championship, which was a struggle for me to choose. I was either picking the Intercontinental Championship of, like, I think it was the 02 to 2011 or whatever, that one. Not the one now, the one before it. It was either that or the Hardcore title, but I went with the Hardcore title simply because it's hardcore. It adds that extra dynamic. Even if it's not a hardcore match, it's still, oh my god, it's the Hardcore title. I don't know. I just thought that would be pretty cool. And we went for the World Tag Team titles, and that's the 02 to 2010 titles, which I think are probably my favorite titles out of the tag team. So, well, my favorite looking titles. So he's going for a neck breaker. Oh no, he's not. A bit of a kind of a stunner, reverse stunner on the back of the neck. That could be it. That is it. That's the 3 count. Hawke gets the win over Mark Henry. Short and sweet match. Big Mark Henry, who's actually, I think, from my memory, is the 4th in contention for the World Heavyweight Championship. Unfortunately for him, getting beat by one of the greatest tag team performers of all time. God rest his soul. And that is a good win for Hawke there. And our first match in this week's Smackdown. And I'm sure we can expect to see him going for the tag team championships with his partner animal very soon. The New Age Outlaws are our tag team champions, by the way. So we've got some pretty sweet tag teams, and we have the Road Warriors, we have the Acolytes, and that is Bradshaw and Farouk, and we have the New Age Outlaws. And you can see one half of the New Age Outlaws right there, Road Dogg. And we also have a tag team, which is Mark Henry is in, so he's a tag team wrestler now. He's in a tag team with Ryback, so they're called the World's Strongest Tag Team. And one of my tag teams is Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero. And what I need you guys to do is help me come up with a name for that tag team. I was thinking the Mexicans, but that's too generic in my opinion. But if that's all we can come up with, that's all we can come up with. But if you guys got a cool name for Mysterio and Guerrero, leave a comment down below. And if I like it, I'll set it as their tag team name. Because we need a tag team name for them. They're the only team that don't have a name. And we have 5 teams. We have 25 superstars on our roster. So 10 of those superstars are in the tag team division. Of course, some of those guys, if they're not going for the titles, they're going to be in singles matches like Mark Henry was just then, like Road Dogg is now. So they're not always going to be used in tag teams. But I think 10 out of the 25 is a pretty good number, and I think that works pretty well. So I'm pretty happy with that, and I was happy that I could make 2 tag teams out of my 25, because there was 3 already made. I deliberately started signing tag teams early on. I think it was around about the 10th draft pick. I started picking tag teams after I got my big main event guys. And I'm really happy with my roster. I think, I reckon my roster's got a slight little edge, but I think it's pretty even. I think both shows will be a really good show, and I think this is going to be a very good series for you guys. And make sure you go check out Yellow's video. That'll be annotated somewhere and linked in the description and all that. Don't you worry. So make sure for this series to work, you got to watch both shows, and you got to get behind which show you want to see. So if you like SmackDown, get behind SmackDown. If you like Raw, get behind Raw. By all means, come into this series with an open mind. If you like my videos, but you like Raw better, support Raw. I don't care. I don't think the whole point of it is to do that, but I like that little competition in it, and I think it's going to be pretty sweet nonetheless. And I think this is something that's going to really help my channel. I think, and I reached out to Yellow and I said, look, man, you want to help me out? And he's like, yeah, I do, and let's do this series. I've been waiting for someone to come along and do this series. I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. So here we are, and it's good start. So hopefully this series you guys like. I mean, General Manager mode back in the older games was probably my favorite mode of any game of all time. I can't remember how many hours I sunk into. I think I had 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008. I know some of them weren't as good as the others, but I just kept playing them over and over. And when SmackDown vs. Raw 2009 didn't have General Manager mode, I was unaware of that. I think I was probably in a depressed state for maybe a few weeks. I was very, very pissed off, and I played the Road to WrestleMania mode, and I was shaking my head the whole time saying, where the fuck is my General Manager mode? And I wasn't happy, that's for sure. But I guess when they brought back Universe mode, I got the last game that I did come back to when I came back to the WWE series was WWE 12, and I got that kind of a few months after it came out. I think I got that in like January. So I got back in the WWE Universe mode, and I thought, this is a pretty decent substitute to it. So I'm happy. And I got into the WWE 13 Universe mode, and before I started my Universe mode separately that you can see on my channel, I didn't really know where to go with my Universe mode. So these 2 series are really working out well. By the way, my Universe mode, it's completely safe. This is on a separate account. I've got 2 different accounts going for this Universe mode. And it looks as though Ted DiBiase is looking to finish off Road Dogg here. So another quick victory here on SmackDown. That Universe mode is completely safe. Still got that one. The series is still going. We got some big episodes coming up very soon that you guys will love with that. So if you're new to my channel, I've got more Universe mode videos. I've got more WWE videos available. And as you can see, Ted DiBiase just picking off Road Dogg there. Good victory there by DiBiase. So that's our second match of SmackDown complete. Good quick match. High action, high intensity. And Ted DiBiase getting a good victory there. I know I'm just kind of rambling on and talking about the series and not really paying attention to the matches at the moment. I'm sorry about that. But what do we have next? We have, I think it's a tag team match. I think it is. We'll wait for it to load. That'll be nice. loading times always suck in the WWE games. I remember WWE 12, the loadings were ridiculous, but 13 is certainly an improvement. There, that's right. Tag team match. Like I said earlier, I don't know what's going on with these matches, but Animal and Ryback teaming up against Swagger and Brock Lesnar. And I mean, Animal and Ryback are in two different tag teams, and they're teaming up. I don't get that, but yeah, that's universe mode for you. But should be a good match anyway. Brock Lesnar's in it, one of my big signings. I was pretty happy when I picked up Brock Lesnar. I made sure I got him pretty quickly. I think The Rock was my first draft pick. That's right, yeah. And then I went Triple H, and then Brock Lesnar, I think. So made sure I snapped him up real quick because I think there's a lot of good matches I want to use with him, and I think I got a lot of the big top stars of the old era and the guys who are kind of winding down nowadays. But I think YIELILOW got a lot of the new and upcoming, soon to be big stars in the WWE talent on his show. So it's a good variation. Like I said, it's going to be a very good show. I think it's very evenly matched. So we're Jack Swagger and Ryback in the ring right now, and Ryback looking to take down Swagger with a nice reversal there, and going for, ooh, yes, very nice move there. Now, I'm a little scratchy, a little rusty with my moves. I remember when I was little, I used to know every single move name, and like I said, I stopped watching, I stopped playing, and now I'm starting to all come back to me. But pardon me if I don't call a move out or I don't say the move correctly. It's just me being a little rusty. But I thought he was going to go for the neck breaker, but he just a nice forearm punch to the head. Now laying into Jack Swagger on the ground. Another couple of shots to the back on the neck region of Swagger. So I think the world's strongest tag team, Ryback and Mark Henry, will be a pretty cool team. I was pretty happy when I thought of that tag team. I was like, that's going to work out pretty well. I was actually interested in... Actually, before I say that, Ryback and Brock Lesnar, I actually pitched these two guys together in a feud. So really, Universe Mode kind of did get it correctly, because these two guys are feuding, but they're not but they're a singles match, but they've pitched them together in a tag team match. So they've kind of got it right. So you gotta get headed off to Universe Mode there. But I lost what I was going to say before. But anyways, Brock Lesnar looking to take down Animal here. And there is no restrictions on anything. All these guys I got in my roster, they can be put in any match, guys. So anything can happen. And the only restriction that I have is that we cannot edit the matches. We have to let Universe Mode play it out. So I can't just go in and say, I want The Rock versus Brock Lesnar in Hell in a Cell on my Smackdown. We can't do that. We have to make Universe Mode make the matches. By all means, we can set the rivalries and we can set the alliances and the tag teams, but we cannot set the actual matches week to week. But I think we can edit the rankings so we can kind of pitch the guys together. But like I said, we can't make a match ourselves. So, but like I said, if you want to see two guys go off, you want to see The Rock versus whoever for the world title at Extreme Rules, we can maybe pull a few strings to see that. And what's going to happen at pay-per-views, you might be wondering, we have 3 matches each. Now, of course, in the pay-per-view, there's going to be 7 matches. But we only play 3 each, and we only air 3 each in our show. So, obviously, we have 3 championships. We have the World Tag Team, the Minor, and the Major title. So, I'm assuming in our pay-per-view, we just pick the title matches and just play all them out. That's what I'd probably be doing. Maybe if I have a good feud heading with someone else, I may pick that match. But I think we can just pick whichever match we want to see and use that on our show. So I think that'll be pretty cool. And it also means that the pay-per-view shows will actually probably be shorter than the SmackDown shows. But actually, no, there'll be longer matches. They'll be all set to epic. So they're probably still a fairly good pay-per-view show. But I just want to thank YIELILOW quickly. Man, I really appreciate the support, and this series is going to really help me out a lot. You know, bringing your viewership coming along to my channel and checking me out. I know there's a lot of WWE fans out there. I know there's a lot of guys that don't recognize me as a WWE uploader yet, but I hopefully can establish myself, I guess, as a WWE uploader. And there's a great move by Brock Lesnar off the top rope that could do it. He's gonna pound away at Animal instead of going for the pin. So hopefully you guys can think of me when you want to go watch a WWE 13 gameplay, so to say. And my channel's been growing a lot. I've been working real hard on these videos, and hopefully all the hard work and dedication can pay off, and all the internet usage can pay off. But having a ball, and I think this series is going to bring back some good times. You know, playing General Manager mode was pretty awesome, and this is probably the closest thing you're going to get to a legit General Manager mode. I think we're going to sort a few things out, sort of all the rules and such out. But I think you guys should really like this series. I think it'll be closely linked in that each Raw and Smackdown they'll be seen and be uploaded fairly close to each other. There won't be daily videos in this series, but I think there'll probably be 2-3 videos a week on this series, depending how we go. But at least minimum one video a week on the series. So plenty of WWE 13 General Manager mode for this series, and plenty of WWE 13 Universe mode from Yellow and myself. So if you want to watch WWE 13 Universe mode, this is the one stop. This series and Yellow's and mine series and our channels are the one place to go to see WWE 13. He's also doing a created superstar WWE Universe mode. Now he's just introducing all these created superstars that are going to be featured. He's doing a quick 2.5 minute video on each superstar, so that's always cool, doing a little spotlight on all those created superstars he's made. They're really awesome. That is a pretty sweet looking series, so make sure you go along and check that new series out when that comes to fruition, which won't be long away, I think. And I'm excited as hell to see that. I think that'd be pretty cool. I've been watching most of the created spotlights, superstar spotlights, and he's got some pretty cool looking characters that's going to be featured on his show, so definitely go and check that out. And this tag team match is always going to be a problem in terms of the length of the matches, because you always get the pins and the submissions break up, and they always keep tagging in and out, keeping the fresh guy in. So the guy that was getting targeted, they may get a tag in, and so then you have a fresh guy in, and you got to beat the hell out of him to keep him down. So tag team matches will definitely be the longest matches on the show. And even if I do say it as quick, it'll still be the longest matches. So these episodes will probably go 25 minutes plus minimum. I'd say maybe even hit 30 minutes. But if you like WWE Universe mode, like me, you'll sit down, you'll watch the series. Well, I hope you do. If not, I hope you at least maybe watch a couple of matches and then skip towards the end and see what happens. So Ryback going for his signature maneuver right there. That's his old NXT finisher. I don't quite know the name of that one, but he could be looking to throw Jack Swagger in here and hit the shell shock and finish this one off. So we could be seeing the end of this match soon, and Ryback could be getting a victory over Lesnar and Swagger here. That'll certainly boost up Ryback. He's going for it. He's going for it. Shell shocked. Animal gets in the ring to make sure nothing happens. Bang! There it is. Shell shocked. He's going to go for the cover. I think Lesnar might be coming in. It's 2, and that's 3. That's the match. Ryback and Animal picking up a big victory over Jack Swagger and Brock Lesnar. Great match there for you guys. That'll be the long match for the video for sure. But a definitely good match there, and a very enjoyable match for you guys. So hopefully you enjoyed that one. But there's still more to come, don't worry. On episode 1, week 1 of WWE General Manager mode for Smackdown. So next match coming up. I think this might be a really good match. I think if this is the match I'm thinking of, this is going to be a very epic match. And a match that I would love to see in the real world. Probably will never see it, but it would be a sweet match. There it is. The Rock versus Cena versus Randy Orton in a non-titled triple threat match. And it's not even the main event, ladies and gentlemen. This is what Smackdown can bring to you guys. main event caliber match like this on before SmackDown's main event. And there he is, the Brahma Bull, The Rock, the People's Champion, carrying the World Heavyweight Championship, as we got so accustomed to seeing back in the early 2000s. Great sight there. And here is John Cena. We have also Randy Orton, so very good matchup here. And I tell you, SmackDown's where it's at, ladies and gentlemen. You keep an eye out for SmackDown. We're going to be the top show. We're going to be the top brand for sure. And here's the Viper, Randy Orton. This should be a really good match. Unfortunately, I did set it on a quick match, so it could be a quick one. But this is the kind of match that you can expect to see on SmackDown week in, week out. John Cena immediately going after his longtime rival, The Rock. Randy Orton and John Cena have a long history together as well. They've had some great matches over the years. You can only go back to 2009, I think it was, when they had those Iron Man matches for the WWE Championship. I think it was 2009. Yeah, I think it was 2009, like bragging rights or something. I didn't watch the WWE back then, but I remember watching it on YouTube. So these two guys have had some great matches. I don't recall The Rock versus Randy Orton. I don't think we've ever seen that match. If we have, I've never seen it. And that would be a cool match. That would be a match I'd definitely like to see The Rock have. Unfortunately, Randy Orton has kind of slipped down the rails a bit, slipped down the top of the leaderboards in terms of the main event top guys in the WWE. So we probably will never see that match, but that would be a freaking good match. So The Rock, he is the World Heavyweight Champion on our Universe mode on SmackDown here. He's the headline of our show. Make sure you go and check out Yellow's Raw and see who's on his roster, see who is his world champion, see who is his tag teams. Make sure you check out what he's doing over there. I know SmackDown is the #1 show, but you can spare half an hour to go and check out his show as well, mate. And that's the way this show is going to work. You know, there's going to be maybe, and like I said, an episode or two a week each, and you can have to go check out his videos as well, because they're going to be good. Mine are going to be good. You will not want to miss it. So make sure you subscribe to both channels. I think we're going to be doing a bit of a playlist and putting it all in one, so you won't miss any of the action. So Randy Orton going ahead, attacking John Cena here with a nice uppercut right to the jaw. Now The Rock, side headlock applied to Randy Orton, throwing him in, whipping him into the corner. John Cena attacking with a big right hand. Randy Orton reversing, throwing Cena back in the corner, turning him around. What's he going to do here? Lift him up. A bit of like a snake eyes type move there. His head bouncing off the top of the turnbuckle. The Rock whipping Randy Orton back in the corner, and a big clothesline, taking Randy Orton, sweeping him off his feet. Fantastic move from The Rock. You look at The Rock in the game, and look at The Rock in the real world, you think they might need to add a bit more muscle to him. He's gotten just a tad bigger. Oh man, I can't wait for The Rock to return on Raw January 7th. That's going to be very exciting. Him and CM Punk, I think the confrontation between those two is going to be outstanding. But enough of the real world. We'll keep sticking to our universe and our SmackDown. There's some of the feuds I'm thinking about doing is certainly, like a Stone Cold Brock Lesnar, Stone Cold John Cena, The Rock. We're going to recreate some of the classics, and we're going to make our own classics. And remember, in a triple threat match, there is no disqualification. So John Cena can legally use the steel steps. Just in case you're wondering, there's no disqualifications in triple threat matches. So like I said, we're going to recreate our own classics. We're going to make our own. So should be some good matches being made. I'm really excited to see how our universe mode goes. I know you guys are probably just starting to get into my other series, and you might be going, well, this is a bit too much for me. If you're going to pick a series, I'd say pick this one. I think this will be a really good viewing for you guys, and you can watch myself and Yellow go at it, so to say. Stand off and try and outdo each other on each other's shows. So it's going to be very good watching, I think. And but like I said, my other series is not going to take a hit from it. I've got plenty of episodes lined up. I mean, doing the episodes is no problem. Just rendering out and uploading is the tough bit, because it takes a long time to get these videos rendered and uploaded, especially for me. But that's no worries. So Randy Orton with a bit of a side suplex there, taking The Rock down. John Cena looking to get him some over Randy Orton. Some good history between Cena and both of these wrestlers, competitors. And The Rock, the World Heavyweight Champion, he will not want to lose here. I think the winner of this match could go on to face The Rock at Extreme Rules. I think his chances of being the #1 contender could definitely improve. And now Cena's back of Cena's. Oh, Randy Orton with an RKO out of nowhere. Well, that's what he can do. He can hit RKOs absolutely out of nowhere. Cena looking to take the pin. Randy Orton having none of that. He hit that RKO. He deserves to be the winner on this match, not John Cena. John Cena's looking to steal one. An abdominal stretch here by The Rock, who's gotten up. Randy Orton breaking that up as well. He just needs to get himself some. Get rid of Cena. Have The Rock one-on-one here. He's going to take a quick pin. Cena, he's not going to let that happen, Randy. You got to get Cena out of the ring, man. Keep The Rock by yourself. The Rock is done. Whoever can get The Rock, well, they're both going for The Rock. One. Well, Randy Orton steals one. John Cena went outside the ring, I think, to grab a weapon of some sorts. And whilst he was gone outside the ring, Randy Orton said, well, you know what, mate, I'm going to take the pin here. And he did, and he gets the 3 count. And you know what just happened? Randy Orton just pinned the World Heavyweight Champion. Now that is big. Only on Smackdown, baby. Big win for Randy Orton, and disappointing result from The Rock. And Randy Orton looking to shake The Rock's hand, and The Rock says, screw you, not happening. Well, The Rock, a sore loser. And now for our final match. And how is this main eventing my show? I wish it wasn't. I wish I could make that one our main event. But this is tonight's main event on SmackDown Week 1. And what have we got here? We've got DDP and Rey Mysterio teaming up to take on Ken Shamrock and Kevin Nash. And there's a little funny story behind Rey Mysterio. I picked Rey Mysterio in the draft because I was like, you know what? I'll get Mysterio, and I'll get him and Sin Cara will make the Luchadors. Pick Mysterio, and as soon as I pick Mysterio, good old Yellow decides, you know what? I'll take Sin Cara. That bastard. I wanted Mysterio and Sin Cara, but to be honest, I got the better out of the two, so in the end, it's not too bad. And now I've got Eddie and Mysterio as a tag team, anyways. But I wouldn't have minded to have the Luchadors as a tag team, or at least use them in a feud later on. But that's the way it is, and he stole my draft pick. But it was a good draft pick, man. Like I said, the rosters are so good. There's actually a lot of pretty good names that aren't even being used in the mode. So maybe I think down the future we discussed perhaps trading out and sign a potential free agent. We were thinking about that. Of course, there's no divas at all. I was thinking about maybe getting a diva for a manager or a power couple, but I just started against it. I think as much as I love playing as a diva, hopefully you can get the hint of sarcasm in my voice there. No, I think there's no real room for divas in our roster. I mean, no one really likes to see divas matches. I know I don't. But as managers and all that, that's cool. And maybe special referee or whatever. But we don't want a divas division. We both decided, look, let's not do it. I wish you could get rid of the divas division, maybe put in a cruiserweight championship and have another minor belt. That would be cool. DDP and Mysterio teaming up well here, looking good against Ken Shamrock. And DDP looking for a suplex, vertical suplex there, taking down Shamrock. DDP, for one of the lead men in WCW, had a great run in WCW. Ken Shamrock, of course, heavily part of the Attitude Era. Had a big role, had some good moments in the Attitude Era. And, of course, Big Daddy Cool Diesel, Kevin Nash. We all know what he did in WCW and in the NWO. I wish we could have the NWO, but there's no Scott Hall or Hulk Hogan. But we still get Diesel. And Rey Mysterio had a hold there on Shamrock, and Shamrock reversing, throwing him off. He's looking to get rid of make quick work of Mysterio here. Mysterio going back right up to Kevin Nash, but ooh, a nice arm drag on the Big Daddy. Cool. Don't think we'd be seeing that in the real world, but oh well. It's a video game. So now DDP going straight back up to Kevin Nash now. And nice clothesline there. So who's going to take this match out? I'm probably going to assume it could be Mysterio and DDP. But nonetheless, it's been a pretty good match so far. And this is our main event for Smackdown. And been a pretty good show so far. Of course, I would have liked to have some of my feuds being played out on the first week, so you guys can get a taste of what's to come. But nonetheless, it's been still a very decent show so far, and I've been pretty happy with it. So more better shows to come. I mean, we're gonna start having our feuds being set up. We're gonna have The Rock taking on many guys. I was very happy with The Rock, that triple threat match before. I think our tag team division is hopefully the game recognizes our tag teams and they start to put them against each other. I want to see the New Age Outlaws up against the Road Warriors, renew that old rivalry, and I want to see them up against the APA. I want to see them up against everyone. I want to see the world's strongest tag team get a run at the titles. I want to see all those good tag team potential matches there, and we have a lot of good main event caliber superstars that we can use on our SmackDown show. So this is going to be very fun. I would have preferred to maybe use just the current roster, the current guys, instead of none of the Raw is War, Attitude Era guys. But yeah, that I think about it, I'm pretty happy that we've decided to go against it, because we get a much bigger roster, much better talent, much higher caliber talent. And there's a powerbomb there by DDP. Could be looking to take Kevin Nash out with a diamond cutter here, but nope, he's going to go for the pin. This could be it. One, and just kicks out at one. So that's not going to be enough to get rid of Kevin Nash here. He's going to have to do a little bit more than that. So as I was saying, I probably would have preferred to do just the current guys, but now we get more opportunities and more potential matches and feuds. Using the older guys. If we always wanted to see Randy Orton versus Stone Cold Steve Austin in a I don't know, last man standing match at WrestleMania, that can happen, or Undertaker, Brock Lesnar, or we can have all these fantasy matches on our show, and we can do all these cool matches instead of having 2 or 3 matches of guys that we don't even care about on our show, and a match of divas on our pay-per-view and shows every week. We don't get that now. We just get straight up sweet matches. Everyone on my roster, bar a couple, I'd say are pretty freaking good talent, and I'm very happy with my roster, and every week's gonna be good matches regardless of who's in it. Really, there's always gonna be someone high profile in it. So Ken Shamrock with a nice German suplex there on the DDP. Looks like Big Sexy and Ken Shamrock here are on top. I thought DDP and Mysterio were on top for quite some time there, but DDP could not put Kevin Nash away, and now Shamrock and Kevin Nash looking to take advantage, but it looks as though DDP has regained control of this match. He's looking to escape the ring. No, he's coming back inside. Remember, guys, make sure you check out Yellow's channel. Just another reminder. All his links will be in the annotated somewhere, some point in this video, and there'll be links to his channel in the description. Don't worry about that. Plenty of opportunities to go, and plenty of links to his channel list. And oh god, Kevin Nash off the top rope, cross body on Mysterio. Jeez, that would probably kill Rey Mysterio. Look at the size difference of these two. My god, a 7-footer up against I think he's like 5'5" or something like that, 5'6". Wow, poor little Mysterio. He's double his size just about. Now DDP coming back in. Kevin Nash wants nothing to do with DDP. Wants to come out and let Shamrock do his thing against DDP. DDP looking to take down the announce table here, our SmackDown announce table. And now a reversal here by Shamrock. He might look to take advantage of the table being down. Yes, he's going to throw DDP on the table. He's on the table now. He's coming up. DDP might be licking your own wounds here, son. Uh-oh. Oh, DDP just got DDT'd through the table. That is gotta hurt. Kevin Nash starting to take advantage now. He's going to throw him back in that ring. DDP got up pretty quickly though, so didn't do a lot of damage to him. He's still in pretty good condition. But you think Shamrock, he might be able to take advantage here and pick up the victory here for him and Kevin Nash. And he's just slamming him back down to the mat. Ken Shamrock in a good position here, but DDP with a nice counter, looking to, what's he gonna do here? Slamming Ken Shamrock back down to the ground, and this is exactly what Shamrock and Kevin Nash did not want. They got Mysterio inside the ring now, and he's gone for a big move over the top rope. Oh, Shamrock trying to get a cheap one on DDP, but he sensed it, he knew about it, and now DDP, he wants back in. Is Mysterio going to tag him back in? No, he's not. He's going to come back in and get himself a piece of Shamrock, and he kicks him over the top rope once again. Now they're double teaming up here, trying to take down Shamrock. DDP and Mysterio back on top here. This is anyone's game here. I don't know who's going to take up this win. Of course, both these teams are not actual tag teams, but just two pairs stick together to take on each other. Mysterio. Oh, sleeper hold here. This could be it. Oh, he's got that locked in very tightly. This could be it. He has that in very well. I think this could be it. Mysterio is in big trouble. Shamrock has got Mysterio done. This is it. Kevin Nash taking out DDP. Mysterio has just tapped out. That's the match. What a great sleeper hold there by Ken Shamrock. What a move. And that's it. Ken Shamrock and Kevin Nash defeat Rey Mysterio and Diamond Dallas Page, DDP, by submission. What a tag team match. What a main event to finish off our Smackdown for the week. Great show so far, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video so far. I've certainly enjoyed it. I've certainly enjoyed doing tonight's show. And a good win here by these two guys. Mysterio certainly won't be happy about that. Shamrock and Nash, a good victory. So guys, we'll wrap this show up now. So I want to thank you guys for watching. As I said before, make sure you check out Yellow's channel and watch his Raw. That'll be a good show. I promised earlier in the video I'll just show you guys quickly who is our top of the rankings. So for the World Heavyweight Championship, we got John Cena, Randy Orton, Ryback, and Stone Cold is in contention right now. See, Ryback, he jumped up a lot of places to get near The Rock this week. And for the Hardcore Championship, Mankind's title, Shamrock, Ryback again, X-Pac, and Ted DiBiase. We may need to turn Ryback out of the Hardcore title if he's going to be competing for the main event scene. And for the tag team, the Acolytes, the APA, and the Road Warriors, Mysterio, and the world's strongest tag team. So Ryback's up in amongst everything right now. So guys, that's it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe for more. Leave a comment if you want to see anything particular in the show. Thanks very much for coming along to the video, guys. And hopefully I see you in episode 2, week 2 of WWE 13 General Manager Mode. Thanks very much for watching, guys.